Kyle again. We're gonna do another science experiment, and it's called the Great Cookie Dunk. So our first thing that we're gonna do is we're gonna take our milk and pour it, and I did a clear jar so you can see. Pour some milk in a cup. And then what we're gonna test and what we're looking for is we're wondering, are these gonna sink or float? Is the chocolate chip cookie gonna sink or float, or is the Oreo gonna sink or float? So I want you to walk through the scientific method again, and we're gonna think about our purpose. What is the purpose of this experiment? Yeah, the purpose of this experiment is to test different cookies to see if they will sink or float. Our research, we can again maybe research like what's in the cookies and all of that to help us figure out what might happen. We're going to create a hypothesis. So our hypothesis, like I said, can be different. You may think the chocolate chip cookie is going to float. Someone else might think it might sink, and vice versa. So your hypothesis is what you think, not what anyone else tells you to think. How are you going to test it? So how we're going to test it is we're going to take our cookie and we're going to drop it in our milk and record our answers and observe, does it sink or does it float when we drop it in the milk? Our analysis, what happened during your experiment and what did you find out? That means we have to conduct the experiment, which we're about to do now, and then we can answer those last two questions. So we can start with the chocolate chip cookie. And here's our milk. So I'm just going to place it in. And I don't know if you see it. You see it on top? Yeah. So the chocolate chip cookie did float. So if you said you thought it would float, good job, you got it right. And now we're going to take our Oreo and we're going to put it in. Let's take this out. Okay. I'll put our Oreo in. And look at the bowl. See the Oreo? Yep, it's still floating as well. So if you said both of them are going to float, you got them right. Awesome job. So our analysis, what happened during our experiment, when we put the chocolate chip cookie in, it floated. When we put the Oreo in, it floated. And what did you find out? We found out that both cookies float. All right, bye guys.